For someone like Selena Gomez, who has experienced the whirlwind of fame, heartbreak, and life constantly under a public microscope, you might assume that she would finally feel she's earned a sense of lasting happiness. Yet, in a recent interview, she shared something that surprised a lot of people. She revealed that even when her life appears perfect on the outside, she often struggles to fully enjoy it because there's a persistent fear in the back of her mind that it could all vanish. She even confessed that immediately after her wedding to Blanco, a moment many would consider one of the happiest of her life, she broke down in tears before diving deeper into her emotional side. It helps to understand the context. Selena recently spoke at the Fortune Most Powerful Women Conference in Washington, D.C., opening up in a way that felt very raw and genuine. When asked about a previous comment she had made, where she said she sometimes feels like she doesn't belong in certain situations, Selena went further into her feelings and vulnerabilities. This is the same Selena Gomez who created Rare Beauty, a company now valued at more than $2 billion. And who has inspired millions by being so candid about mental health. Despite all of her achievements, she admitted that self-doubt still lingers. She explained that no matter how many positive things happen in her life, there's always a quiet voice in her mind that expects disappointment to follow. In her own words, "Something great happens in my life. I expect something bad to happen." Instead of fully savoring her successes, whether in her music career, her business ventures, or her new marriage, her mind tends to drift toward worry. She questions whether everything she's worked for could suddenly disappear, a sentiment that struck a chord with many people. Even those of us who aren't in the public eye often understand that uneasy feeling of fearing that happiness won't last, especially after enduring difficult times. Selena shared that this fear became particularly intense right after her wedding. She said, "I got married and then I was sobbing. It wasn't that she regretted getting married or that she was unhappy. The emotions were simply overwhelming. The happiness was so strong that it almost felt frightening. After years of heartbreak, public scrutiny, and personal challenges, it seemed almost unnatural for her mind to accept calm and joy without expecting trouble to follow." She elaborated on this internal struggle, explaining that her anxiety often spikes when life is going well. "I got married and then I was sobbing because I was like, I'm going to die the next day," she said. While she didn't mean it literally, she was describing the intrusive worry that tends to accompany moments of peace and joy. It's that quiet, nagging fear that when something finally goes right, it won't stay that way for long. This kind of thinking might seem dramatic to some, but for someone like Selena, it's understandable. Her life has been a series of highs and lows, all unfolding in public view. Every attempt at finding peace has often been interrupted by gossip, heartbreak, or judgment. So when she describes happiness as feeling risky, it makes sense. She's lived long enough to know that. Moments of joy and moments of pain often sit very close together. Her wedding to Blanco, held in California on September 27th, appeared flawless to the outside world, surrounded by close friends and celebrities, including Taylor Swift, Steve Martin, Martin Short, Paul Rudd, Cara Delevingne, and Ed Sheeran. The ceremony had all the elements of a fairy tale. Everyone agreed it was a moment she genuinely deserved, a reflection of the love and peace she had sought for so long. Yet even in what seemed like a perfect scene, Selena was quietly grappling with her own thoughts. While guests celebrated, she was trying to convince herself that it was safe to feel happiness, that she could allow herself to enjoy the moment. She acknowledged that trusting happiness doesn't come easily to her, because part of her is always bracing for it to end. Many people can relate to that. After enduring pain, betrayal, or loss, it's often difficult to fully embrace joy. Happiness can feel fragile, as though it could slip away at any moment. Those who've experienced deep wounds tend to remain on edge even when life is going well. Selena's experience captures this tension perfectly, showing that even in moments of triumph, there can be an undercurrent of unease. Her honesty also highlights a key truth about healing. It doesn't happen overnight. Even with fame, success, love, and stability, emotional scars can remain. Selena wasn't talking about sadness in a simple sense. She was illustrating the complex process of recovery, how fear and happiness can exist simultaneously. She wasn't performing for an audience or pretending life was perfect. She was speaking openly about how difficult it can be to accept peace after years of struggle. One of the most striking aspects of her words: how self-aware she is. She knows her fear doesn't make logical sense, yet she admits that emotions aren't always logical. These thoughts can quietly creep in during the most joyful times, making it difficult to simply relax and enjoy life. She's learning that feeling happy doesn't mean fear disappears. It's about learning to live with both at the same time. This vulnerability is what makes her story so powerful. Selena wasn't trying to inspire or preach. She was being human. Despite her fame, fortune, and support system, she experiences the same internal battles that many ordinary people face. It's a reminder that no matter who you are, your mind can sometimes trick you into doubting the good things in your life. Her story isn't meant to be sad. It's about awareness. It's about recognizing that reaching your goals doesn't mean emotional work is over. Happiness isn't a permanent state. It's something that requires conscious effort to allow yourself to feel, even when it's intimidating or unfamiliar. When Selena says she cried after her wedding, not about regrets, about release. It's her way of processing a life full of challenges and acknowledging that she's finally in a place where peace exists. Even if it feels strange or overwhelming, that honesty is what makes her so relatable. She shows that even when everything appears perfect externally, the heart still needs time to trust that safety and joy can truly last. Her experience reminds us that healing is ongoing. It's a journey of learning to embrace happiness without immediately fearing its loss. Selena Gomez is living proof that even in the midst of success and love, our emotions are complicated, and it's okay for joy to feel uncertain at times. The courage to admit that struggle, especially in front of the world, is a testament to her strength and authenticity, offering a glimpse into the very human side of a life that often seems untouchable from the outside. If there's anyone who has truly stood by Selena Gomez through every twist and turn of her life, it's Taylor Swift. During this same Fortune Summit, Selena spoke about the incredible support Taylor has given her not just emotionally, but also when it comes to her career and business decisions. She described Taylor as one of the most brilliant people I've ever met, and hearing her talk about it, it's easy to understand why. Selena explained that Taylor is focused, thoughtful, and always offers the kind of advice that sticks. She even laughed, admitting she isn't sure what she's done to repay Taylor other than being a loyal friend. That moment showed that, despite all her achievements, Selena remains humble. One piece of guidance from Taylor has had a lasting impact on Selena's mindset. Taylor once told her, "If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room." Selena said those words changed how she approached growth and success. That philosophy helped her build Rare Beauty into a billion-dollar company and shaped how she surrounds herself with people who challenge her rather than compete with her. Even with her fame, Selena still values learning from others and staying grounded, which is rare in an industry that often emphasizes ego and competition. Their friendship is genuinely remarkable, especially in Hollywood. It goes all the way back to 2008. When both were teenagers. Taylor was dating Joe Jonas and Selena was with Nick Jonas. Both relationships ended messily, and the two found comfort in each other during those turbulent years. Long phone calls, late-night talks about heartbreak, and endless emotional support created a deep bond that has lasted through the years. Even as fame and pressure grew, they never drifted apart. Over time, they've continued to support one another in ways that go far beyond Instagram posts or public shout-outs. They've been seen cheering each other on at concerts, award shows, and other major life milestones. Taylor brought Selena out as a surprise guest during her Reputation tour, and Selena has consistently backed Taylor's music publicly. Their friendship isn't just about online appearances. It's about showing up when it truly counts. In a world as unpredictable as Hollywood, that kind of loyalty is incredibly rare. Selena made it even clearer how deep their connection runs during an interview on Jake Shane's Therapist's podcast. She shared that she and Taylor often joked that the best thing they got from their teenage relationships with the Jonas Brothers was each other. Amid heartbreak, media, chaos, and drama, a true sisterhood was formed. 16 years later, that bond remains as strong as ever. Fast forward to Selena's wedding with Blanco, and Taylor was right there in the front row. She didn't just attend. She delivered a heartfelt speech that moved everyone. On an appearance on The Tonight Show, Taylor reminisced about their teenage years, their wild outfits, and the lessons they learned together. She talked about how proud she was to see Selena finally find happiness. It's saying, "I got to see her be the most elegant, gorgeous, not only bride but just vision that I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen anything so beautiful as her on her wedding day." That's not something you say about a casual friend, it's what family would say. Their story is almost poetic. To girls who bonded over heartbreak, now standing side by side, celebrating love, growth, and resilience. They've transformed from teenagers defined by pain into women who value peace, authentic connections, and genuine joy. Selena's journey feels like it's come full circle. From tumultuous relationships and mental health struggles to finally finding love with Blanco, she's remained soft, emotional, and deeply human. Even now, she feels everything intensely, including the happiness that sometimes terrifies her. And that honesty is part of why so many people relate to her. She doesn't pretend to be flawless or unshakable. She openly shares her fears, insecurities, and emotions. Her friendship with Taylor is a reminder of the importance of true support. No matter how famous or accomplished someone becomes, having a person who truly understands and stands by you can make all the difference. It's unusual to see bonds like theirs survive the pressures of fame for so many years, but they've proven it's possible. Their connection is built not just on shared experiences, but on love, understanding, and mutual respect. Selena's story also reminds us that it's okay to feel uneasy even when life seems perfect. It's natural to worry, overthink, or feel overwhelmed by joy. Her openness about this makes her relatable to anyone who has struggled to trust happiness. She isn't hiding behind celebrity or projecting an image of perfections, showing the human side of success, the part that's messy, emotional, and vulnerable. So the next time you see Selena smiling or celebrating, it's worth remembering that behind that joy is someone who has worked hard to find inner peace. She demonstrates that healing doesn't eliminate for it, teaches you how to live with it while still moving forward. Her story is a testament to resilience, friendship, and the power of trusting the people who genuinely care about you. And at the heart of it all is Taylor, standing beside her through every triumph and challenge. Their bond isn't just a Hollywood story, it's proof that true friendship can endure, guide, and uplift, even in the most complicated and public of lives. Selena's journey, with all its ups and downs, shows that love, loyalty, and authenticity can bring peace, even to the most anxious heart.